When you hear the phrase bed of nails, you're probably picturing something like this. Over 1,000 years ago, they started using these traditional beds of nails as a method for meditation and healing. Now, fortunately today, we have replicas that are far less scary and intimidating to use that are alleged to give you the same kind of relaxing effects. Acupressure mats and pillows have these discs of plastic nails which are designed to ease tension and induce a state of deep relaxation. The list of alleged benefits is enormous, but do they actually work? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Emily and I am a yoga instructor. And in this video, I'm going to be looking at these acupressure products, the mat and the pillow, specifically looking at the brand Bed of Nails and comparing it to the cheaper unbranded versions to see if they're worth the money. So let's quickly talk about what acupressure actually is, and then I'll go on to the products themselves. So acupressure is similar to acupuncture, acupuncture being a practice from traditional Chinese medicine where thin, fine needles are inserted into pressure points along the meridian lines. So these are energy channels where qi, or the energy life force, flows through. So that's the theory in traditional Chinese medicine. This is a practice that's been used for thousands of years in the East, and more recently it's widely used here in the West as well. So the difference between acupressure and acupuncture: acupuncture, we use the needles to puncture or pierce the skin, whereas in acupressure, we don't pierce the skin at all, it's just pressure on these different pressure points. So you could go for an you could go for an acupressure massage and someone would use their fingertips or elbows or different parts of their body to apply pressure to these different pressure points. And now we have the acupressure products like the mat and the pillow that can replicate the same kind of effect at home. So the plastic nails on these apply pressure in a very kind of targeted and localized way to these pressure points without actually piercing the skin. So it's important to note, although they look and feel to the touch quite spiky and sharp, they're not actually piercing the skin. Part of the reason I was so interested in trying out these kind of products is because it has a similar effect to a regular yoga practice. It's all about calming the nervous system, coming into that relaxation state, and releasing stress and tension from your muscles and tissues. Other alleged benefits include managing chronic pain, relieving muscle soreness, increasing blood circulation, reducing blood pressure, alleviating headaches and migraines, improving sleep quality and helping with insomnia, among other things. As far as I could see, there have only been a handful of papers on acupressure products, so there's not a huge amount of research to demonstrate how effective these acupressure products are when it comes to these alleged benefits. But it has been used as a practice in the East for thousands of years, and people who receive acupressure consistently self-report experiencing benefits like these. Now let's have a look at the actual product. So here is the Bed of Nails mat and the pillow is in there. This is one of the unbranded ones, and I was given this as a gift for Christmas, I think, a few years ago from my mum. So this one, I think you can get these somewhere around like £10 to £20 on Amazon, for example. It's quite spiky and prickly to the touch. It does the job. I lay back on it and I start to feel a bit of relief from neck and shoulder pain, which is something that I've always dealt with. So I've used this on and off through the years. Mostly if I've been sat at the computer all day, I'll just take a few minutes to lay back on this and release some of that tension. And I always thought it was pretty good, but if I'm honest, it didn't blow me away how effective it was. So then when Bed of Nails, the brand, got in touch with me and asked if I'd be interested in trying one of their pillows and mats, I was overjoyed and very excited to see, well, first of all, I really wanted to try one of the mats because I'd heard good things, but I also really wanted to see if the pillow was going to be better than my cheaper unbranded one. So let's get it out. Comes in this lovely bag, the pillow and the mat. All of the branding is lovely as well, by the way. It comes in this beautiful box with lots of information on how to use it, the benefits, what you're likely to feel, what you should expect, different ideas of different ways to use it as well. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming with the products. So the first thing that I noticed when I looked at these two pillows, visibly I could see that the Bed of Nails one has far more nails per disc than my cheaper one. And the reason that that's significant is, first of all, I felt straight away that it actually was just so much more effective at releasing the muscles. But it also made it less painful, which I was kind of confused by. And then when I was looking on their website, I saw something that made it all make sense. When there are more nails per disc, your weight is more evenly distributed across the nails, so it feels less sharp and less painful. So I found when I used to use this one all the time, it did help to ease off my neck and my shoulders when I'd been, feeling a bit tight and tense, but the feeling of relief didn't last very long. Whereas when I've used this one, I've found that the feeling of relief is more obvious straight away, but it's also more long lasting. So this definitely feels like it's really doing me a lot more good than the cheaper one was. Sorry, Mum, I appreciate the present. And then we have the mat. Now, I was so excited to try out laying on this mat, and actually I had to fight my boyfriend off it first, because as soon as these arrived, he was really excited to try them too. And the mat, I have been blown away by, to be honest. It's the best thing ever. What I tend to do is lay it out with the pillow, and I will lay back onto them for 20 minutes, as long as I've got time. Even 10 minutes is great, but 20 is ideal. And what I tend to experience is within the first few seconds, it's quite uncomfortable. It is a bit prickly and not really painful, but just an unusual feeling. But that seems to only last maybe 30 seconds or so, and then you start to sink into it. And just gradually over time, it's quite similar to practicing something like yin yoga, where we stay in a posture for a long amount of time and gradually you feel things start to give and let go. Same kind of feeling with this mat. So the longer I stay on it, the more I feel my muscles softening and relaxing. You often feel, or I do anyway, a kind of warm sensation. And every time I've used this, by the time it gets to when my little alarm is going off after 20 minutes, I'm usually practically asleep. So I really have nothing but good things to say about Bed of Nails and about these products. I've been using them for, I think, just about a month now, quite regularly, and my neck and shoulder pain, which is something I've dealt with for years, are significantly improved. And I can only really account it to using this regularly. I also find I sleep really well after using it, and it's hard to gauge whether these things are connected, but I haven't had any headaches or migraines since using it, and in the past I have suffered with those semi-regularly, so that's worth noting as well. Final question, is it worth the money? I would have to say yes. Having tried out a cheaper unbranded version and the real deal from Bed of Nails, it was quite staggering to me actually how different the experience was and how much more long-lasting pain relief I got from the Bed of Nails pillow. The mat also, as I said before, I have a lot of good things to say about. My partner and a couple of my friends have tried it as well and absolutely love it. So yeah, I absolutely recommend Bed of Nails. It makes such a lovely gift for someone if you know someone's struggling with chronic pain, with insomnia, with stress. But it's also a really nice, just long-term investment product to buy for yourself. You're investing in your long-term mental and physical well-being. What's a better way of spending your money than that? Bed of Nails have kindly offered our little community a discount code of 15%. So here is the code, and I'll put a link in the description so you can go and have a look at all of their products. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these products before and what your experience has been. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a little like, a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more videos like this every week, and I will see you very soon. Take care.